Hey guys, what's up? It is your friend Keith. We are back in the new studio, the new control room for Essex Recording Studios in Southend-on-Sea, Essex, England. We're about half an hour, 40 minutes outside of London, and I've got the rarest of the rare Jackson Roswell Rhoads to share with you guys today. I have looked for one of these for literally years. I finally got one. It came to me from Japan. It's the only place these ever existed and were sold. This is the Grover Jackson Roswell Rhoads. It's distinguished from the USA aluminum one and the Japanese Roswell 1, I think it's like RSW1 or Roswell Pro, wood-bodied model in a couple of different ways. So for starters, most obviously, the tremolo. By the way, guys, if you're new to the channel, we've got hundreds of videos. This is our brand new studio. This is just one room in a massive complex. We took over Global Radio headquarters for Essex. So this is a giant radio station that we took over. And we've got lots of videos on Jacksons and Roswell Rhoads. So if you're new, click like, click subscribe, and check out all the other videos, including the aluminum-bodied one. We've got a few demos of it, too. Back to this one. So years. Anytime I can find a Roswell, I buy it. I've had lots of them. But this was kind of like the ark, the quest for the Holy Grail. Impossible to find. And I finally did see one. And if you're familiar with buying guitars from Japan at all, whether you're in America or over here in the UK and Europe, you know that they do a funny thing over there. And what it is a lot of people go and they advertise guitars for sale that they do not own. So when I saw this, there was actually like 5 different ads for this one. And I really had to take a gamble on who I thought actually owned it, and they still might not have owned it. But what they do over there is someone's got a guitar, say they have this guitar right here for sale. Well, 10 people know that this guitar is for sale. They will all go and list it on eBay, on all different websites for $100 more, $150 more, $200 more, $1,000 more, 1,000 euros, 1,000 pounds more. And hoping that some guy on the opposite end of the world doesn't know any better, sees their ad first, says I have to have it, and clicks buy it now. They get paid, and then they go run to the shop or to the guy's house that's selling it, and then buys it themselves and then ships it to you, which is why it always takes forever to get guitars from over there, and why more times than not your purchases get canceled because they don't actually have the guitars themselves. You'll see a lot of disclaimers in ads like, oh, contact us first to make sure it's actually in stock. It's not in stock. It's never been in stock. So a little word of wisdom to you if you're thinking about buying from over there. There is risk. And you can have your money tied up for, up to 30, 60 days because of how refunds work. If you pay with PayPal, it can be an absolute nightmare. I've been through it myself. This was so rare, I had to take the gamble. And I got it. Couldn't be happier, guys. So what sets this apart from the normal Jackson Rhoads? Obviously the headstock and the logo. It looks cooler. It's more full. I love it. The color, this silver was only available if you bought the USA aluminum, or aluminium as they say here in England. If you bought the aluminum one, you could get one this color. But the gray silver was never an option from the Jackson Pro wood-bodied model. So, if you want the one that looks like the aluminum, but is a proper wood guitar and plays and sounds more like a conventional guitar, this is the Holy Grail. This is the very best model you can get. As far as I know, built by the same people in the same Japanese factory. Little bit of trivia for you. Comparison guitars. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Famous brand now. Lots of major metal and rock artists playing those guitars these days. That brand is a Japanese brand created by the people who built these guitars in the Japanese Jackson factory. When that factory closed, those guys wanted to continue their legacy of premium Japanese guitars and created a new brand. But all the craftsmanship, all of the expertise from this team all the way back then. Man, so cool. So you get the same inlays, the UFO crop circle inlays, which are just awesome. Rosewood fretboard. But your moneymaker on this is really the tremolo. The fact that you get a Wilkinson Goto tremolo is just amazing. This thing stays in tune. Awesome. Better than the Japanese Black Pro model. This has got proper Goto tuners, as you can see, so more expensive tuners than the other Japanese model, the Pro. Obviously, you've got this back panel that wouldn't exist because you wouldn't have a tremolo, so that's interesting to see. And then you've got strap locks. I don't know if this originally came with strap locks or not, because I've never seen another one in recent memory to compare to. Still has a serial number, J serial number, very much the same as you would see on the black Pro Japanese regular Jackson models. I would say as far as quality, craftsmanship, and options, this one is above the normal Jackson Roswell. The USA one has LSR tuners. Those are extremely expensive. They can be up to like $200 a piece on the used market, depending on how everyone's feeling this time of year. But yeah, definitely the highest spec Roswell you can get outside of the USA custom shop model. Truss rod cover is different as well. You've got rounded, kind of reflective silver truss rod cover. Very cool, a little bit dusty. And yeah, guys, this is just awesome. I'm well chuffed, as they say over here. Condition-wise, this thing is clean. I mean, there's a few light marks on it. You can see a few little indentations. Little really minor indentations there. But as you can see from the back here, I mean, it just looks like something straight out of a movie. It looks crazy. If you want something that stands out sonically, for sure, I mean, it sounds awesome. You can use this in the studio, absolutely. But on stage, when's the last time you saw someone with something so wild and radical on stage? No way. This thing looks killer. People will leave your show talking about it. They've never seen anything like it. And the fact that you've got the tremolo means you've got a lot more you can do with this thing versus the normal string-through model. All right? I got to get going. Please comment if you've never known this existed. I want to see how many other people didn't know there was a Grover Jackson Tremolo Roswell Rhoads. Let's see you in those comments. Click like, click subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to show you a lot more of the studio in videos coming up, guys. But we are taking it to a completely new level over here. And you're going to be part of that journey. You're part of the friends, circle of friends, the family. A lot of you have been here for a long time, so you've seen all of the growth and the celebrities that have come by and all the insane guitars that we've had. Well, this is all part of that journey, and it's going to continue despite this crazy coronavirus stuff. You might be watching this video years from now, but we're in April in the middle of the coronavirus lockdown. So all I can do is decorate this place, get it built out, get everything patched in, and start doing some videos for you on really cool guitars I'm getting from all around the world. All right? I'll catch you all later. Thanks a lot.